And yesterday, CENTER Maine's Cheryl Doyle showed us just how frequently small earthquakes happen here in the Northeast.
Today, we revisit the second part of that special report from 1995 called Where the Fault Lies, where she focuses on bigger earthquakes.
It's not like a hurricane, snowstorm, or any other natural disaster. There is no warning, and it lasts only seconds. So, what if? What if Maine saw an earthquake of damaging proportions? What if our streets and towns crumbled like those of Kobe, Japan in January?
The last one was in 1940 in central New Hampshire, which means now we're getting back to the time where sooner or later we're going to have one of these earthquakes just to catch up with the long-term statistics.
A damaging earthquake registers 5 or more on the Richter scale. The two in Ossipee, New Hampshire in December of 1940 measured 5.5.
It knocked down some chimneys.
Several quakes larger than 5 have happened every 60 to 80 years in the Eastport, Maine and New Brunswick areas. The largest earthquake to occur in Maine was in Eastport in 1904. Scientists believe it registered 5.8. And each year around Maine and New Hampshire, we see about 5 to 10 small tremors.
And it's my opinion that any place you have a small earthquake has the potential for having a larger earthquake sometime in the future.
The earthquake, which devastated Los Angeles, registered 6.7. It left 60 people dead and destroyed more than 3,000 homes.
If you look at the large earthquakes, the ones that potentially can cause damage, they're relatively infrequent. They occur once every 20, 30, 50 years on the average.
Many of northern New England's earthquakes are scattered, so there's no real way to determine when or where the next big one will hit or how large it will be. La Melle Bay along the St. Lawrence River in Quebec is as active as Southern California.
That area has had regular small earthquake activity and earthquakes approaching magnitude 7 on the Richter scale once every 80 to 100 years.
But that area is not as populated as Los Angeles, so the damage will never be on the same scale.
According to the experts, the best place to be during an earthquake is in a wide open field. That way, no debris from falling buildings can hit you. But more than likely, when the ground starts to shake, you'll be in a building, and there'll be no time to think, just react.
What you should do is really try to get under a heavy table or desk.
A lot of buildings in northern New England are historic. Almost all are made of brick and unreinforced. Many have been repatched with mortar several times. This could cause a lot of problems, especially in downtown areas like the Old Fort.
And the problem is that they house a lot of our emergency facilities, our hospitals, our schools. And now you have a building that you need to be able to use during an earthquake, and it may not be functioning.
There are building codes which take into consideration how well a structure holds up in a tremor, but there is no state building code in Maine. Each town or municipality enforces its own. While many questions about earthquakes in Maine have yet to be answered, there is one certainty. They have happened, and they will continue to happen.